We've got a couple of more room on this memory before I take care of it my way. If you listen, Imelda Marcos, I know why she had so many shoes. We've discussed this one. Do you understand? If you wanted to buy a pair of Matisse coconuts, you should have bought them. If you are jealous with my taste, which you are, and you always were, oh please. Even if your mother sewed it, you are despicable. Look, let me explain something to you, how stupid, and who can deal with you stupid people. What is your end game, people? Because no one, please, you're going to do nothing to me. I am the highest disabled paid woman in the United States, for sure, because I took the choice. New York state law can't speak for any other state. That city is broke. My shared city. As a senior in high school, I will give them my work taxes. Now, you don't want to hear truth? No one. If you cannot outgrow, if you cannot take responsibility for, there's no, look, what is your end game? Do you need me to tell you? Your end game is my backyard. You know, you little NFL, you knew exactly what you were doing with Bad Bunny and Ricky Martin. I don't care where Bad Bunny is from. Little grafting Puerto Rico. Doesn't even want the world to know the truth about Menudo. When you, Wonderama. Drop dead, you fuck ass. This is not going to be glued back inside here, and neither is the other one. You don't. I am a sport because these people have problems. Did I get to wear it twice? They destroyed others, you understand? Peeling them from the front. This Keds came to my Facebook advertisements. All right? Okay, I said they will not be able... don't. Weird science has come to me. Wait. This one has started. Don't. Trust me. I got these on this morning. Don't. I'm doing the ARC trainer, and I'm like, because... But don't bother with, please. If you are, don't bother with vision. 6 pairs of worthless progressives. Good for nothing. Most of things happening there. But my insurance guy said, if you switch, you may get, I don't care. You understand? When you're going up and down, you understand? How the hell am I going to fall like that? That being said, number one, my backyard is never to be poverty, because the rules were, just so everybody is on the same page, if you are a transportation hub, you are not poverty. That number 13 bus takes you to the transport center in White Plains. You get the 40 bus and you're gone. The other bus will take you to Connecticut. They're in charge now and they know who they are. You want to start to talk that way? I don't. I stand firmly behind all words spoken. Watch. Not only is it a major transportation hub with the 1T going to the subway in New York City, of which across from the John Jay College and the park with the sculpture of the tortoise and the hare. They don't have an elevator and they need one. It's like 60 stairs. That's when not even disabled fare on Metro North. That was the first disabled station. Don't. I stand firm, and the level of how sick these young... Sick! They are now grandparents, people. Sick. Sue me. Trust me. You may have gotten away with a state that says there was no snow on March the 16th of 2007. We're not in that state anymore. That, whether it was community shared funds, which it had to be, they will come to that stop as disabled people who still are employable. Do you get that, you fuck asses? Don't, you understand? Because you are just, what is your end game? You understand? You've had 17 elections. How large is that gap at that station for disabled? Where you do not rake, where do those leaves come from? It is not a shade tree. That's Baltimore. They're going to put up, Marjolina's going to go check the shade trees for walkers. You better start talking this way. Everywhere. You're in New York City, you were supposed to bridge. There, that's a perfect little example. Fuck asses. And then with that 1T, the gentleman who played soccer, his brother played. One day he's on, I will show you where to transfer. Don't. This is going no. Some Spanish lady is going to open up my poor people's medicine. Do you know the level of the violation of that one? Oh my God. I will go to the elevator and I check. It's broken. Well, she's old enough to remember Tylenol scare. You have broken the seal? And you believe, and I counted them. This is COVID, and you counted them? Did you use a glove? The same lady who will say, after I have just ended caregiving, some people get paid for that, and you can. I'm not taking money to care for my father. Oh, don't. The other lady was so nice. Oh, professional. And she only wanted $1 raise from this guy from New York. Oh, my God. You're going to say, oh, he's a pistol. This one is a pistol. You see, I'm stupid from the beginning. Maybe the first semester, not the master's, the undergraduate. Who are you talking to begin with? Oh, Elliot Sorrell. I'm going to start a nonprofit. Young Adults for the Future of All Americans. No, drop Young Adults for the Future. Oh, don't. Just don't. This poor woman. Oh, and I've learned so much. It's regional sports. Bigger chance to be seen. $1, that's all she wanted. She ran that office perfectly. No problem. This guy, and he did. I'd take a bus when I couldn't afford the taxi anymore. If you have an 11 o'clock appointment, he is there at 2:30. I would love to know what he does on rounds. Does he round the whole hospital? If you don't get that 11 o'clock appointment, you're going to be there till 5, and in the wintertime, it's dark. I need to watch people turn their cars this way. Oh, don't. Your appointment is when I tell you, because you do nothing all day. Open up those fucking books, and I'm telling you. Open them. I don't need a tenant that's going to tell me I built 2 condos in Ecuador. He's getting something? Oh, don't. That's my house and I own it. I'm not a tenant. I'm going to find out all of you people. And that Spanish old man that with a wad of money and no bodyguard, even at the end when I returned in 96. You will never, you understand? Because I don't eat bad food from the moment I was born. What is your end game? I'm telling you what your problem is going to be. Your problem is going to be they got more, they will always get more because they grafted. I'm the one that gave the money to the city and the state in high school. Anxiety? Your social work is gone. It's a fireproof building. Their anxiety is not my anxiety. It's fireproof. 4 of them for sure. They are greedy. One of them, as adults, Pop Warner, invited Baltimore City. What is that about? Or Baltimore County, whichever. You invited a city to see what of you? Who you are a city. There is no word that I speak that is not going to hold up. And I want those books open. That church, the housing, and if it was the state, that church, I looked at it briefly. Don't. I won't let go of it, ever. I want those educational visas, all of it. All of it. You are jealous. Each piece of equipment, I have something that I was. Jealous. Now, what is your end game? What is it that you want? Because you don't want to explain transportation. Why is that? Oh, I'm going to tell you why. Because my uncle had the job in the subway. Your uncle seemed fine when he saw me wearing a dress that I bought from a boutique in Tarrytown that was Vigiano's shoe store. And it said, oh, it's my grandmother's doilies too. And it's a full outfit, my Empire State picture. Your uncle looks fine. Your problem is, my street is not Main Street. Talk to Bad Bunny. He didn't make it. Was that your Main Street, Bronx, New York? What is your end game? I am telling you, you are all grafting from your home countries. And this one. All right? And you don't care. Oh, don't. Let's take citizenship granddaughter whose father is a dentist, and you found an allergist to say your daughter is allergic to all food? Is she afraid of Roberta Coates? Is she afraid of the Domino Man narking on her? What do I fucking get? El Spanola. You're tall enough. You're bothering 5'2" me? I just delivered one. It pays your salary, a bookcase does. You have serious problems. Do you understand? Serious. And I suggest you figure out what you're going to do. And I'm just telling you, I don't think your little gangs are happy with gangified. You're so stupid. Those clockers were banned in 76. That's, oh, please. You're so dumb. Once you're not happy that foreigners came to your country to be married in your hotel, to pay you $25 for 7 minutes to say we got married on the beach. You want to make fun of people for listening to music, including your stupid Gloria Estefan? I can say that too. I went to the Inner Harbor and don't. I am traveling back from this godforsaken state, picking up attorney grievance boxes, don't. I said, why not? Disney, Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. And then, what's it? I found love on a two-way street. Don't. All of you, stop it. Don't. Do you understand? No one this time around is going to sit in a fucking room and listen to your fucking problems. Nobody cares what somebody took. That's the United Nations. Now, I'm not getting, well, I will get up. Why not? What did you do? Oh, you're spared, maybe. I've put it on Twitter. Twitter followers, it doesn't matter. First of all, New Zealand has the best archives and records. This museum, Tutau, Metau, whatever, they're having an indigenous problem with the England Board of Directors. So don't. Where is the indigenous Yvonne Goolagong? You're not talking tennis. We created the internet, and it will be nothing less than $7,500 to tax-paying citizens, not grafters. The level of disrespect. Who are you going to call stupid? New York took the lead for this lie. Don't. Because I don't. If I was in charge, I would have sued Boston first for that fiasco. You have been in charge of this profession. Number one, there should be I don't need my prescriptions in front of a high-powered fiber optics. All right? Everything that was going to be an example of goodness is nothing. Your Dr. DeSopa only kept my grandmother on after he'd retired because they are juicing up that box of cable. That's the only reason he made a house call and put it under your tongue. And each of those doctors has a school board connection between the suite. Don't. I've dealt with that. There is no reason. I don't need to see my medicine on this. And do not entice me. We will give you $50 off your internet of 100, maybe even 39. There's no reason. There's no reason for this buffering problem. We're not a gaming family. We're a medicated family. We're old. You better fess up on that, jackass. There's no part, forget about Bill Russell. This is Pop Warner, and I know who my co-captain is. And I know who I kept in my house for the Baltimore game Thanksgiving. A white cheerleader. This is unacceptable, and if you don't like that word, you're fucked up, screwed in the head, bitches. What could be your problem? And I can understand your men. Truthfully, oh, please. Why shouldn't I date a man pretending to be a woman? By the time she undresses what I saw in the bar, she ain't what I picked up. Fake asses, fake titties, fake nipple titties. Okay? Don't. You understand? Because I am damn funny. Cultural misappropriation? Mad TV? He's Cuban, not Puerto Rican. Where is the United Nations? This is as bad as where is the Congress Committee for Howard? Where is the Smithsonian in the Congress besides the Vice President being in charge? There is nothing to explain how something, I'm only a bill, yes, don't. From a scholarly perspective, and don't. Those planning journals were all in the New York Public Library, and before you did your purge, and I have the letter from Mr. Clapwald, I'm not ready to pay you $100+. They were all there. Off-site in New Jersey, but and then I did it Iliad, not to bother anybody. God forbid you bother it. Kicked it back. We don't own it. And when did that happen? The New York Public Library doesn't have the planning journal. You don't have any Beckman, not the artist. Watch, because this is not. Let's into the rug. There's 17 lumps, and your fat asses with the plastic bubble butt fakeness. Title VI participation is required. That building built, that party room was not a party room. That is for a little meeting. You might say it was small. Use the lobby, it's much cuter. That is the only building and apartments I am in. I don't care, you understand? That sports is not a bridge. If you're just being too angry about Bill Russell 68 motherfuckers is Pop Warner 77. You get it? If you had merged, all right, you did what you did in 84. That is how many elections from 68? Watch it. Do you understand? I don't have a problem. It is a historical, the accordion and the tranquilizer. I don't care. Do you understand? Sell it someplace else. I will not listen to your story. Your story is a grafting lie. A graft? If you went because your nose was better, your skin was, I will be looking at pictures. And if I see some of you that I know, oh my God. Now, the indigenous United Nations, I'll be getting there. Australia, Yvonne Goolagong, don't. Because your sports didn't do it. This is angry Sophia. I like her. That's pretty good. You know, look, you really believe, oh, she's going to say, no, I'm over that. You understand? To make it this far, you do not say anything because you see it on TV. If you are, what do you think they do? First of all, they're killing the manager. Oh my God, honey, they've put it on TV. 50 people are going to ask you for a raise. That's it. That's all that is. If you are not ready to say anything, don't say it. You will spend 2 months, I'm going to be fired. You're not going to be fired, but don't say it if you're not ready to say it. That's all that is. If you're not ready to say something out loud, a political opinion, a personal, don't say it. Because they will toy with you. You get scared. I'm not going with you, and I don't, no. Okay, so the indigenous New Zealand. Oh, this indigeny, that's recent. Yvonne Goolagong is the 70s. They say, oh, don't. Canada, oh, this stupid ex-football player. What a whack job. And this other CBS, he jumped up and went on his back and broke the table, and he was not suspended. What is that? Do you understand? If don't. Quarterback princess? What fucking games? You are incompetent. Do you understand the level of your incompetency? Good morning, stockholders. That's all this is. But this guy appears to be from Canada. You are young enough, you must have had psychology in high school if you were in Seattle. You didn't have psychology before college. You don't know who Maslow is. You didn't read The Right to Be Human because you changed your major to social work. You know nothing about indigenous Canadians. You and that other Moscow mule, what the fuck are you doing there? So basically, when they say they fled Chicago and went to Canada, so they kicked out the indigenous people, the Black Americans. They didn't? You are not looking at that way. Because anything I've said is right word, trust me. All right? Now you have enough money that you don't have to ask for a grant. And I don't need it either, trust me. A Salvation Army. No respect for the Salvation Army. And I'm going to end it here. My grandmother owned property in Greece, in Athens. A dentist on the first floor, and apartments on the second. That problem only happened because the letter lady who was responsible for caring passed away. And that, when you get rid of those trusting people, when no one was inside my house 24 hours a day, missing tulip bulbs. Where are the tulips? They took 14 tulip bulbs. You dug the tulip bulbs out of the ground. My grandfather needed a Meals on Wheels while my father delivered 500 Gannett papers. Look, Nick, sign it. Sign it or we take him. You got him, all right? You got him. But I'm not going to forget that, okay? A Meals on Wheels. My great-grandfather's candy store, and my grandfather's shoe store, in between that Salvation Army. And I will stay at that time period. Do not underestimate this. It ain't E.T., fuck ass. And I suggest you find that little red book that says higher education, because in my copy, England owns those loans. And I don't give a fuck about that either. That stamp is mine. And I will find the indigenous. It's all on you, Chucky. Not Gidget goes to the UN. And I'm not going because I sent my father and I went twice for what I needed. You remove participatory democracy, which brings me back to the craziness of this journal and this Arkstein, who was a HUD person. The latter, you are a token. Oh, but she's this and nobody. Oh, don't. Oh, too much, too much, too little, too late. Tokens. And then nobody picked up when HUD had an anniversary citizen participation. It's all don't. You've had 10 years, it's been digitized. Marshall Plan declassified by the World Bank. I am not erasing my family, all right? And I don't want to hear about yours. You should complain to Mr. Habrowski. American Studies 200. How the Garcia girls lost their accent. This woman thinks she invented the rolling carriage suitcase. And the bluest eye. And Takaki's in a different mirror. Why don't you say that the Asians have always had a helping center similar to the Book of Mormon's Traveler's Aid? I don't know what you people did or why you did it. I paid out-of-state tuition. And I was worried about those subterranean Chinese ladies sewing in San Francisco. Unless you don't let them go to the right now, like, don't. I'm not going anywhere, do you understand? I'm not. And I have 7 more kids. I thought this would be the problem. This is just as dangerous if you don't see it flipping off. Now, these Cubans, when they came from Castroville, they liked the magnifying glass and to burn the rubber on the front. And then they like to watch big ants fight. I'm kind of beyond that. And like I said, the only people that are going to be fighting is grafting people. I got nothing from that. 3 days and 2 nights. I took all of my vacation and sick and paid for tuition. UMBC, don't. I had enough in my 401k plan, $16,000 to borrow and pay back a doctorate degree. Don't even. Everything a dry run to disaster. These fuck asses, what did they do? What did they do? In this country, in front of your eyes. It is not just 2 names on that campus, and don't. It's a husband and wife duo. Things happen, you understand, but don't. That is really. And the thing about, I suggest you understand, get your mother and father at 90, the credit card off the phone. These things that were free, the color, I don't even know how it gets on the phone. I guess it's one of those buttons, they press on it and it downloads. As long as it's free, it's fine. I don't put, no. And watch it. They are increasing by $3,000 without letting people know. All right? And have no respect. We have it's 7 things that this teller has done with you. Initial it. Please, head teller will come. You are being, no, initial it. Most banks are already in so much trouble with the Department of Initial it. I said, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to wait like 6 days for this ATM card. They didn't mail it. I looked at the letter. I mailed the ATM. No, he did not. He did not. And then when I asked that it be overnighted, no, we're not doing that. I'm charging my credit card. Don't. Then when I went to write a check, I said, that was a fiasco. My ice cream melted. And I haven't gone back there again. Why should I? Can't make this shit up. That backyard is the end game for everybody, especially a disabled person. My grandfather took advantage of that when the New York Times put him in the paper. He is on his Social Security working for a former competitor, Vigiano. You are entitled to work as an old person. I'm not going to sit, don't. I'm not going to sit in an apartment like your Fidel Castro cast-outs. Don't. I won't tolerate it. Do you understand that? You have said nothing that the metric system might be better for a child's mind when they know there was a metric scare. You don't want to know about the little numbered of the Mayans on the encyclopedia, that now to buy that back is going to cost me $400? You don't think those little numbers that are the dominoes? Oh, I bet it is. And I don't, that's behind me. I would have gone Mayan, Spanish, Mayans. Oh, I would have too, and you know I can.